Good morning, everybody. My name is Madhavika, and I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you to iNTUition 8.0, brought to you by the IEEE student branch at NTU Singapore. Before we begin, I'd like to inform all the participants to take note of these links because it's going to be really important for you over the next 24 hours. Discord will be our primary communication channel, so please do log on to our server. Good morning, everybody. My name is Madhavika, and I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you to iNTUition 8.0, brought to you by the IEEE student branch at NTU Singapore. Before we begin, I'd like to inform all the participants to take note of these links because it's going to be really important for you over the next 24 hours. Discord will be our primary communication channel, so please do log on to our server. Good morning, everybody. My name is Madhavika, and I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you to iNTUition 8.0, brought to you by the IEEE student branch at NTU Singapore. Before we begin, I'd like to inform all the participants to take note of these links because it's going to be really important for you over the next 24 hours. Discord will be our primary communication channel, so please do log on to our server. Good morning, everybody. My name is Madhavika, and I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you to iNTUition 8.0, brought to you by the IEEE student branch at NTU Singapore. So I hope you all got a chance to look at all of these links. We also have the dev post, which is where you'll have to make your submissions. You can see the QR code to our website where you can find all information regarding the schedule and the problem statements. And do make sure that you log on to our virtual platform to interact with fellow hackers. So our society is the student organization of IEEE Singapore here at Nanyang Technological University. And ever since our establishment, we have aimed to foster the spirit of innovation and encourage the urge to know more about technology amongst all the enthusiasts here. So iNTUition is conducted every year by our student branch. And this year, we're happy to announce that it's our 8th year in a row. And we began in 2014. And ever since then, we've grown to become one of the largest student-run hackathons in Southeast Asia. It's become a platform for students to network with fellow hackers and has also enabled a lot of students to showcase their programming skills and build projects that are really meaningful to society. And about IEEE, it is one of the world's most trusted sources for engineering, computing, and for technology professionals. And at IEEE, we support technological innovation that benefits humanity. And today we've inspired over 419,000 members in over 160 countries. On this occasion, it is my pleasure to invite Dr. Kareem. But before that, let me show you a video about IEEE.
The mission of IEEE students is to deliver a common, high-quality IEEE student membership experience globally for lifelong professional membership through IEEE.
IEEE is a family. The friends you build through volunteering stay there. You really make friends for life.
Getting involved at your local student branch, your local section, and your larger region is one of the many benefits that IEEE students have. You could also apply for a variety of awards, both as an individual and as an IEEE student member of your local branch. You can also get involved in a variety of contests and competitions, including our #1 student competition, IEEE Extreme, a 24-hour global coding competition with over 8,000 students involved annually. IEEE Potentials is a premier student magazine. It provides you with the opportunity to get published and to review your peers' work as well. With over 400,000 members in the IEEE Global Network, you can get connected, find a mentor, and also collaborate with professionals in your field.
If you want to do something to impact your community through IEEE, it gives you the resources.
You can make the most of your IEEE membership by completing your profile. It allows us to contact you and keep you up to date with what's happening at the global IEEE offices. Take advantage of being an IEEE student member by collaborating on projects within your local student branch and your section with professional members. By collaborating on projects, you have the opportunity to get featured on IEEE TV. We'll see you there.
EPICS and IEEE empower students and local communities around the world to apply engineering to solve those challenges.
The IEEE Event Finder allows you to locate conferences, meetings, events, and activities in your area and worldwide. You can get involved in a variety of special interest groups as well. Women in Engineering, Standards, and IEEE Young Professionals.
YP represent!
Of course, that's when you graduate. Remember, IEEE prides itself on being your professional home. Be sure to take advantage of everything the IEEE has to offer.
The more you put in, the more you get out.
We share the same fears, we share the same hopes, we share the same visions, and this is the best place we can exchange our experience, and at the same time we can get support from our experienced colleagues at the same time. It's perfect.
So on this occasion, it's my pleasure to invite Dr. Kareem, who's the chair of the IEEE Singapore section, to address us. Dr. Kareem received his Bachelor in Engineering from the National University of Sciences and Technology and his MSc and PhD from NTU in Singapore and his MBA from the University of Lancaster in the UK. Before joining NTU, he worked as the Deputy Department Head and Project Manager, as well as a research scientist at the Institute for Infocom Research at A-STAR until 2017. Dr. Kareem has published more than 80 scientific journals and conference papers. He was a part of the committee involved in organizing a plethora of international IEEE technical conferences in Singapore. It's a pleasure to have you with us today, sir. Over to you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I would like to take the opportunity basically to thank the IEEE NTU student branch, and especially Kareem for inviting me to give an opening speech. INTUition is NTU's student-run flagship hackathon event, as you all know. It is into its 8th edition since its inception in 2014. So if you see that the key objective of this hackathon is to foster innovation and passion for technology. So this is the reason INTUition is very popular among the participants from the local Institute of Higher Learning, all the IHLs, which include NUS, NTU, SUTD, and other polytechnics. So this year, still being a virtual event, it is heartening to see that over 650 participants have registered. So over the next 2 days, interesting workshops, networking sessions, sponsor fair, and games have been lined up, and I hope all of you will enjoy and learn. So as you have just watched the video, IEEE is the largest organization, professional organization with over 400,000 members. And IEEE Singapore section is also one of the largest section in Asia Pacific, which is region 10. And we have over 3,000 active members. And our objective is always to provide strong support to all the IEEE student branches in Singapore to organize events and activities. Over here also, I would like to thank all the sponsors for their generous support for this event. I don't want to take more time, and I would like to wish all the best for the success of this event. Thank you and stay safe and healthy.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kareem. So now we would like to take this a moment to thank all of our sponsors who have helped make INTUition how big it is today. And as our platinum sponsors for this iteration, we have Goldman Sachs, MSD, and Indeed. As our gold sponsors, we have Google and GovTech. We have IEEE as our silver sponsor, and version 2 and Kimaj as our bronze sponsors. We'd like to thank all of them for helping us create this platform for all the tech enthusiasts. So it is my pleasure now to welcome Jordan, who's the site director at the Singapore Product Delivery Center at Indeed, who's our platinum sponsor this year. Jordan is a 35-year veteran of high technology with extensive experience of having worked in Silicon Valley and in Singapore. He joined Apple after his graduation in 1986 and has been involved in software development and engineering ever since. When he immigrated to Singapore in late 2015, he became the VP of Engineering at TradeGecko and Carousel. And then he joined Indeed in 2018 to lead the growth of its Singapore Product Delivery Center. His passion is building and growing the software engineering and startup ecosystem in Singapore, and he invests significant time and energy in mentoring students and young entrepreneurs here, as well as advising startups. Welcome, sir, and the floor is now yours.
Okay, I think Jordan may take a minute to join us, but until then, I think we can. We also have Calvin from Indeed. So, Calvin, could you probably take over for a minute or so until Jordan joins us? Oh, all right. I think we have Jordan with us. So, welcome, sir. Over to you.
Thank you very much. I apologize in advance if my voice is a little raspy and not great. I've been dealing with the flu or perhaps Omicron for the last week or so. So my apologies. I just want to talk to you for a second about Indeed and what Indeed stands for and the opportunities there are at Indeed. So if we could go forward. So Indeed is a company with a very simple mission. It's right behind me and behind Calvin. We help people get jobs. Indeed has been involved in doing this since 2004 and has worked to become the world's largest job search engine. We touch hundreds of millions of people every month, helping them to receive jobs. In Singapore, we have a product delivery center which launched in 2018 with, at that day, 4 of us. March 2018, we're coming up on our 4th anniversary. We now have well over 160 people in the organization, delivering products that have a global reach and global impact. We are helping job seekers worldwide to find jobs, to be successful in that process, that critical process of finding a job. That's what Indeed's about. And one of the reasons we're excited to be sponsoring the hackathon you have is we want to see your innovation let loose on the kind of problems we have to solve. Because every day we come in and we ask ourselves, how can we do a better job? Whether those are people that are new job seekers to the market, people making a career transition, people that are in what I call the emergency room situation where they've lost a job and are looking to get one the next day. This is what we're all about. And we want to see the kind of innovation that your hackathon taps into people. We want to see that against the kind of problems we look at, that we search at. And I'll tell you, when the judging is tomorrow, I'm going to be paying attention to the kind of innovation and creativity I have, because those are the kind of people I want to see come and join us at Indeed. Sorry for the cough. This last year, we've brought on 20 new college grads here in Singapore that will be joining us. They'll be coming in July, most of them, and they will start by going through a program called Indeed University. In Indeed University, you learn how to build products the Indeed way, a data-driven, experimentation way. Again, very aligned with the goals of this hackathon and the skills you're trying to develop. And I'm hoping that not this year, of course, but in 2023, we'll see some NTU grads there, part of the group that are joining us because of the innovation and ability to drive innovation and be creative that we're going to see displayed in the hackathon. That's really all I have to share with you. I hope that was enough.
Thank you so much, Jordan, for being here despite your cough. And indeed, our hackers will have a great time hacking and bringing innovative ideas. So thank you for partnering with us. And so we have the problem statement for the track by Indeed, which is GovTech. And the focus is on inclusivity of the underserved population and people with specific needs so that they can better be connected to job opportunities. And for this track, you can find all the guiding questions on our website, virtual platform, as well as the dev post link. So please do go through them later.
And help us help people get jobs.
Yes.
Because we are not ashamed of when we find great ideas, picking them up and running with them. So really, we want to do well by doing good here. And that's part of what Indeed's been about from day one.
Thank you. So we're really excited to announce that this year we have a wide range of prizes, such as an AirPods Pro, the Nintendo Lite, a Samsung monitor, amongst many others from a pool of 8,300 Singapore dollars. And not just that, we also have some exciting swag for our participants this year. But you should ensure that you make a submission, submit your project by 12:30 p.m. SGT, earn all the badges on our virtual platform, attend at least 3 workshops or talks by our sponsors, and also ensure that you submit a valid residence address in Singapore, and then you stand a chance to win our awesome swag. So now, I'm really excited to introduce to you Julie Olszewski, who's the Executive Director at the Singapore IT Hub of MSD, who's our platinum sponsor for this year. Julie, over to you.
Thank you so much. I'm super happy to be here today. And let me explain a little bit about MSD. We are a multinational biopharmaceutical company. And the purpose of pharmaceutical companies is quite clear. Specifically for MSD, we invent for life, meaning that we follow the science and we invent medicines and vaccines that save and improve the lives of people and animals globally. So it's a very important activity that we do. And today I'd like to try to share with you what is the role of technology and engineers and computing power in a pharmaceutical company. And in discussions with my team, they suggested that I tell you my story as a way to show what type of career you could have in a pharmaceutical company. So let me start by explaining what my current role is. I have, there's 2 aspects to my role. One, I lead the IT hub here in Singapore, where I am based. And that hub is a fantastic collection of over 300 technology experts. So everything from experts in cloud computing to software development and design thinking to 3D printing to our data scientists that you'll be hearing from later today. So it's a really dynamic group of people that apply to themselves to the problems of the pharmaceutical industry. The second aspect of my job is I report directly to our Chief Technology Officer, who's based at our headquarters in the United States, and I lead his change management activities. So what does that mean? That means that whenever we're implementing a new technology or introducing new technology roles into the company, there's a lot of change associated with that. And sometimes it's not just about the technology, it's about how people approach the technology and their attitude towards it. So that's the second aspect of my job, which is super fascinating. And to give you some idea of the scope of that, MSD has about 3,000 IT employees globally and over 70,000 employees. So it's a very large pool of people where I get to influence and impact their attitudes towards technology. So that's what I do, but how did I get here? How did I get into this really cool job, right? So personally, I grew up in the United States in a very small town in the middle of the country, and I have 3 older brothers, and they're all engineers. So one is a food science engineer, one is a paper science engineer, and the third is a biomedical engineer with a focus in neuroscience. So you can imagine our family conversations are pretty technical and pretty intense. It's quite fun to get together. So I chose that I wanted to apply my curiosity to help people lead healthier lives. So I studied pharmacology and toxicology, which is the study of medicine and poison, because there's a fine line between the two. You can think of it in the terms of chili sauce, right? If you add the right amount of chili sauce to your dish, it's going to be wonderful and delicious. But if you add too much chili sauce, it's going to be a bit of a challenge to eat. And that does vary person to person, which is the same with medicine. So I had my amazing degree, and of course I entered MSD, a great pharmaceutical company 32 years ago. And I think what everybody thinks of as the classic R&D drug discovery role, right? I joined, I was a bench scientist doing amazing research. My specialty was in human joints and the diseases that impact them. As engineers, I think you understand just how amazing human joints are from a technology viewpoint. And I had a great time doing that for about 5 years. And then I followed the data. And I followed the data into the development process. So from research to development, where I got involved in the operations of our clinical trials, where we really collect data to prove that our chili sauce is tasty and that we know how much of it should be served. And then I moved, because of all the technology I was using, I moved into the IT team. And it opened up a whole new world for me, because I saw beyond the R&D aspect of a pharmaceutical company to everything else that's necessary to make sure that our inventions actually save and improve human lives. So you think about it, right? The chili sauce, in this case, our medicines, we need to package them properly, right? Is it going to be a bottle or one of those little individual packages you get with takeout? How do you make sure that it stays stable in whatever packaging you provide? How does the color impact people's perception of your product? And then how do we share our knowledge and all our data about our wonderful inventions with the doctors and the patients that can benefit from them? So there's just a huge range of problems and challenges that require the skills of scientists and technologists. So to wrap back up with my current job, and I'm going to do a little humble brag here, but I am in the top 2% of the company organizationally. So I share that with you because I want you to see that pharmaceutical companies do value our technologists. And you can reach to a very senior level in a very large global pharmaceutical company by applying your skills of science, technology, engineering, math. Those are the tools, those are the people that we need to invent the things that save and improve human lives. So I hope you consider that as you're planning out your life and your career options. really consider pharmaceutical companies, because we really need your energy, your creativity, your understanding of science and tech to do what needs to be done. So enjoy your hackathon today, and I hope you have a great time with some of my colleagues who will be participating and helping you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Julie. I really hope that our participants can resonate with how to really implement their curiosity in the world of STEM. So now we are excited to share with you the problem statement for the healthcare track by MSD. And here the focus is on developing cutting-edge technology that will aid in our understanding and solutions to health-related concerns. Again, you can find a set of guiding questions for this track on our website, our virtual platform, as well as on DevPost. So make sure you look at that. And now we have our next platinum sponsor, Goldman Sachs. And from them, we have a video for all of you.
How do startups fund their world-changing ideas? Where do universities go to grow their endowments? How can a bond revitalize a community? What makes these things possible? It takes a willingness to challenge, to collaborate, to be open to new opportunities and experiences. It takes ambition, curiosity, dialogue, and dedication. It takes relationship builders, market makers, engineers, and thought leaders. It takes a deep history and a forward-looking culture, a commitment to our clients, and a passion for learning and giving back. At Goldman Sachs, we believe each of us is a catalyst that turns ideas into reality. Connecting those ideas with people and capital is our business, and your perspective is what makes us different. When you arrive, what will you make possible?
I've gone through the spectrum of thinking about how we can offer our technology solutions out to our clients to make their lives more efficient.
We partnered product managers, engineers, product designers, and sales to be creative and collaborative to solve the client's problems.
We just don't build products to make them functional. We build them to drive change. We build them to kind of leave an impact, and to be able to do more than your job description. It's very, very rewarding.
If you want to know more about the people of Goldman Sachs, you want to know more about what makes Goldman Sachs special, is understanding that there is difference, but that is actually additive and is accretive to the firm. And so if you want to be part of a story where you're helping to fill out that mosaic and helping to be a part of a community, then the community requires that you understand each other. And so the network is a great way to do that.
Thank you for the video.
How do startups fund?
Over the next 24 hours, our hackers will also get to interact with associates from Goldman Sachs. So the track brought to you by them is FinTech, and the aim is to foster new ideas to further increase productivity, efficiency, and accuracy of the FinTech industry. You can find the guiding questions for this track on our website, the virtual platform, and on DevPost. And now, from our gold sponsor, GovTech, we have Desmond Teo, who's the head of the Young Talent Program Office. Desmond spends most of his career figuring out the best development approaches for young talents, empowering them in exploring their career interests and how they can really contribute their skills and knowledge meaningfully to society. It is a pleasure to have someone with us who believes that everyone is unique and that a career is a process where individuals figure out what aligns with them and their passion and aspirations. Apart from work, his personal interest in technology often makes him ponder how the future of work would look like. And we're really excited to have you here with us today. Desmond, over to you.
Thank you so much. And a very good morning to everyone from Singapore. If you're in Singapore, you would know that now is quite early for most people on a Saturday. Anyway, really felt privileged that GovTech, myself, we are given a chance to share more about what we do. Going to go very short. You see, GovTech has grown quite a bit. I think a lot of people now would see more of the products that we do, that ranges from your trace together to all the different safe entry technology that we put in. I won't go into that. GovTech has actually just passed the mark of 3,000 strong. So we have, most of us, I think more than 90% of GovTech are made of engineers. The work that we do actually ranges from software engineering to data science, data engineering, cybersecurity, all aspects, to robotics, to R&D, as well as infrastructure cloud. Right, so there's a lot that all comes under one roof. Quite unique an organization if you think about it. As I was thinking about this event that we are having, and for the next 2 days that everyone is going to go through quite vigorously, I was reflecting upon how and what has guided our engineers through this very difficult pandemic, especially, how are we helping Singaporeans? There are these 3 ABC, we call it, this value system that if you have a chance to intern with us or you have friends who work with us, they will tell you, so most of us really live these ABC values. So we call it the agile, bold, and collaborative. Yeah, so as you enter a hackathon, you work in teams, it's very important for the next 2 days for you to feel that you're empowered, the agility of thinking, how can we think and solve things differently, how do we leverage on each other's strength? That's very important. Instead of thinking about, hey, I have this mind that this product or this problem statement should be turned in a certain way, and I'm not going to listen to the rest. That's a bit of arrogance. So that's why agile has a lot of humility inside. Bold is similar, being bold to not confine to certain norms. That's what we believe in GovTech. We believe that we shouldn't be boxed. We should believe that actually technology is just a tool. What's important is us. And lastly, collaborative. No one is the superhero. In GovTech, we believe in that, and I hope in your teams, no one is the superhero. Everyone is a winner. Everyone should leverage on each other's strength. And the last thing I just want to say is that this is part of your university journey. It is very important. Even if it's just a hackathon, you're just going to have fun with your friends. But the key part is friendship, right? So don't forget the people that you are going to work really hard for the next 2 days. These will be the ones that perhaps you will turn to in your future careers. These will be the people that you will remember having good memories. So please focus on the friendship while you're working very hard on the things you need to solve for the next 2 days. That's all for me. Again, very privileged, thankful that GovTech is given a chance to be part of this event. Yeah, over to you. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Desmond. And I think our participants can really look forward to knowing more about the ABC methodology. And now we'd like to tell you that we've had some really awesome workshops over the last couple of days by our platinum sponsors, Goldman Sachs and Indeed. And today, you can also look forward to a workshop from MSD about careers in data analytics and responsible artificial intelligence, as well as an interesting networking talk by GovTech. So do stay tuned for that. So now we have some important information for all of our participants regarding your submission requirements. All your submissions are to be made through DevPost, and you should ensure that they're made by 12 p.m. Singapore time on 27th February, which is Sunday. The late submission deadline is by 12:30 p.m. Singapore time, which means from 12 to 12:30 p.m., we will be implementing a penalty. And DevPost will still be kept open until 4:30 p.m. Singapore time for submissions, but these will not be considered for judging. All participants will need to submit the following things on your DevPost project: a 4-minute video demonstration, which is uploaded as an unlisted YouTube link, a public link to your project's code base or repository. Now, do note that your submission on DevPost is going to take some time, maybe around 30 to 40 minutes. So please ensure that you start submitting as early as possible so that you can complete by 12 p.m. to make a submission without any penalty. So for your presentation, hackers will have 8 minutes in total with the judges. You will have 4 minutes to present your demo video, which is compulsory. Now, if you cannot make a demo video, you will be allowed to make a presentation, but do note that there will be a penalty applied for this as well. And then there will be a 4-minute Q&A session where the judges can ask you anything they'd like about your project or your code base. So your hacks will be judged on your innovation, feasibility, completeness in execution, the technical competence, the impact of your project, future prospects and scalability, the general impressiveness, as well as your presentation skills. So we also have this exciting virtual platform for all of our hackers to interact on. And now I'd like to invite Varun to give you a little demo about it.
Good morning, everyone. Our tech team has worked really hard on preparing this virtual platform for all of you to enjoy the hackathon experience virtually this year. So this is just a quick demo. As you can see, once you log into the platform, we have interactivity functions. You can chat with friends, look at the badges that they've collected, and you can emote at them. Yeah. You can also add them as friends and send them messages through DM. So this is a great way to reach out to new people through the platform. If you just walk around and you like somebody's bio, you can just send them a friend request and chat with them. Here we have the Hacker Arena, which is where you'll be able to demonstrate your projects tomorrow morning. During the Hacker Fair, you'll be able to submit a form to showcase your project to other participants. You can also customize your avatar as shown over here. And there's even a like server-wide jukebox that you can play the music so that everybody can listen to the same music as you and you can all party together in like the club room. Over to the right, we have an area for our supporting clubs that have helped us out with workshops. And we also have our Hacker Plaza where you can play games with other participants, chill out in the cafe. You can even mark your location on the school map over here. And by the end of the event, everybody will be able to see where the participants of the hackathon were from. So it'll be like a cool experience. There's also an auditorium on the platform where you can hang out and you can watch the closing ceremony and other Zoom links, like live streams from there. And if you head over to Sponsor Town, you'll be able to interact with our sponsors through the virtual booths over here. You can head into their individual booths, you can go to their Discord channel, visit their site, or just talk to them on the platform. And if you go to our Platinum area, you'll be able to enter the virtual booths, which also have details about their tracks, and you can interact with the sponsors over here. And yeah, it's a great networking opportunity. So I do hope you all check it out. Finally, we have personal rooms where you can find your Zoom backgrounds that you can use during your presentation or for your team meetings just to spice things up. And yeah, that's a brief tour of the platform. I hope you enjoy working on it. Yep. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Varun, and to the tech team for bringing up this virtual platform. So we'd also like all our participants to note that any submissions that are made from 12:30 to 4:30 p.m. on our dev post also still do stand a chance to be chosen as the most liked hack on DevBoost. And each team member will get a chance to win a $25 Grab voucher. So now these are some important communication channels that all participants should know. Discord will be our primary platform to inform you about every event happening during the hackathon. So you can use the FAQ channel on our Discord server to ask us any queries that you have about the virtual platform or the hacks itself. You can use this QR code here or click on the link to join our Discord server. I'll pause here for a couple of minutes so that you can all get a chance to join in.
Hey everyone. Additionally, we have received many queries on the virtual platform saying that you haven't received credentials. Please do check your spam folder in the emails that you've registered from. Your credentials would have been sent to you by email already. So it may have landed in your spam box. Just check it over there.
We have a reminder for our participants. Please use the FAQ channel exclusively to ask any queries that you have. Please do not personally message any of the organizers or the EXCO members. We will answer all your queries that you post on the FAQ channel. Thank you. If our participants have got a chance to view this, we can now move on to the other links that are important for you. So this is our event schedule for D1 and D2. You can find the information on our website as well as our Discord channel. Do note that you can also access our website through the virtual platform. So today, the important events for you would be the workshop by MST, which is at 10:30 a.m. Singapore time. And then we have a networking session with GovTech at 2:30 p.m. Singapore time. Do note that the track selection deadline will be at 9 p.m. Singapore time. So please do ensure that you fill out the track selection form by then. Tomorrow, please do note that hacking officially ends at 12 noon. So submissions made by 12 noon Singapore time will have no penalty. Any submissions until 12:30 will be accepted for judging, but with a penalty. And submissions from 12:30 to 4:30 p.m. Singapore time on our dev post will be eligible only for the best liked hack contest. So, and finally, at 5:30 p.m. Singapore time on 27th February, which is Sunday, we'll have our closing ceremony where our winners will be declared. So here you can find QR codes to our dev post, which is the website where you'll have to make the submissions for your hacks. And you can also find our website where you can find the event timeline, the track info, and all other important links that you need. I will pause on this slide for a while so that you guys can check all of this out as well. We've got an influx of queries on our Discord server, so please do note that our committee is answering them. So you will get the answers to your queries soon. Also, participants can check out the announcements channel on our Discord server. You can find the INTUition Holy Grail document, which has all the links that you need to all the platforms and websites that you will have to access over the next 24 hours. So here you can find QR codes to the virtual playground where you can interact with other hackers, earn badges, and perform tasks that you're eligible for your swag. You can also use this QR code on the right to log on to our Discord server. And one of the most important things that all participants need to do before the start of hacking is to fill in your participant checking form. We have sent you emails about this already, but if you haven't done so, please do scan this QR code to fill out this form. Please do note that if you do not fill out this form, we will not be able to give you the credentials that you need to log on to the various platforms. So please do so before 10 a.m. Singapore time. I'll pause on this slide for a while so that you guys can access all this information. Thank you.
Okay, apologies, just one correction over here. We will not be generating new credentials today. If you have not filled in the check-in form already, you will not be, the credentials have been generated based on the registration form that you have filled and not on the check-in form. Check-in form is to verify your attendance to the event. If you have not filled the registration form, you will not receive the credentials for the virtual platform. And if you have already filled it, you should have received an email already. Please check your spam folders for the credentials to the virtual platform if you haven't received it yet.
Hi, this is a reminder for all the participants that every team member has to fill in the participant check-in form. Also, please do check the spam folder with the email with which you registered to get the password for the virtual platform. And all of our committee members are answering your queries on Discord right now. Next slide. And with that, we've come to the end of our opening ceremony. I'd like to thank all the representatives from our sponsor companies for being here today. I'd like to thank IEEE, the Singapore section, for being such a good support. And I'd like to thank the INTUition committee who's worked so hard so far. And we're really excited to see all your hacks. So with that, we've come to the end of the opening ceremony of INTUition 8.0, and hacking has officially commenced. All the best. I hope you have a fun-filled 24 hours. Bye-bye. See you at the other end.
Bye-bye, everyone. Happy hacking.